Good morning, biologists. Happy December. Hope you're all doing well. Sorry I can't be there today. I know that it's going to happen more and more, right? So today's plan is to do the entrance task, and then we are going to work on the same notebook from yesterday. And it's all about food webs and food chains. So pause, go over, do the entrance task, come on back. All right, on Schoology, it's Wednesday, so I put the Quizlet review from yesterday. If you didn't kind of get those vocab words yesterday, you might want to pause and just do a quick Quizlet and just kind of get those words going. Notebook is the same as yesterday, Notebook 2. It's in that separate folder. And if you need the food fight game link, it's right there. So in Notebook 2, you can see these are the words that are on the Quizlet. Some things that you hopefully saw. All right, we have our 3 types of eaters, like plants, meat, and both. Producer, that word is actually the same as another word on here, autotroph. So those 2 words mean the same thing. Another one is consumer is the same as heterotroph, which isn't on the list, but it is on the Quizlet, I believe. So. But these are the words that we'll be using throughout this whole unit. So again, if you need to, pause and head over to the Quizlet. All right, so yesterday we filled out all of this. If you didn't, there is another video Mr. Rao made yesterday, which goes through all of these. But we'll be starting right here in the notebook. So the first thing it wants you to do is, can you make a food chain? Can you do a small 2 to 3 animal food chain or a 5 animal food chain? And you're going to put that here in this spot. So you go ahead and pause, see what you do. I'm going to make one as well. All right, I made mine here. Yours might be different. We just watched the Planet Earth about this. So I have seaweed as my producer, eaten by an urchin, a sea urchin, which then is eaten by an otter. And otters are fantastic. So that's an example of a food chain. Now, how that relates to a food web, I'm going to get rid of myself here. So a food chain is a line. It's not as accurate because in reality, life in the wild is a food web. Various things eat more than just one thing, right? So here it's not just like deer only eat trees, okay? And for some reason, there's a lion eating the deer. That's kind of funny. Anyways, but it's more accurate if you're like, well, the snake can eat the frog, but the fox can eat the rat, and maybe the fox eats the frog too. There's a lot more interactions going on. So on here then, let's make a food web. Go ahead and pause. I'll do the same and turn my food chain into more of a food web. All right, so I added a few things. I have my original seaweed, urchin, otter. But to make it a food web, I had to add some other sea critters. So I added kelp and fish and sharks. And they all are eating different things, various different sources of food. So these could get really big and really complex. Okay. So then we mentioned trophic levels yesterday. And so we had this in our notes, just where they get their energy. Plants, producers are a 1. And then if you eat a 1, you're a 2. Eat a 2, you're a 3, and so on. But we can turn that today into what's called an energy pyramid. And it's a pyramid because just like a pyramid gets smaller as you go up, there's less and less organisms as you go up in trophic level. There's less energy, and so it represents a couple different things, that pyramid shape. So we just take our food chain or our food web, and we can number them, and then we can actually convert it into a pyramid shape. So I'm going to head back over here. And I'm going to write the numbers on here of what they eat. So we'll label our producers 1. All right, the fish eats a 1, so it's a 2. Same with the urchin. The otter is a 3 because it eats a 2 over here. The shark is a unique because it eats a fish, so it's a 3, but it eats an otter, so it's also a 4. So, and 4. So now that kind of completes this, so I could just screenshot this and put it here, but I'm going to just do this, and you're welcome to do the same. I'm going to just put an arrow, meaning that this same one goes there. Okay. But here we're going to organize it into a pyramid. So I'm going to pause and do it, and you do the same and see if you get the same thing as me. So go ahead and pause, turn it into a pyramid. All right, so here I got it. I put, I found that cool triangle tool under shapes over here, and then lines as well. So seaweed and kelp go at the bottom. That's trophic level 1. 2s go above it, urchins and fish. 3rd level, otters and sharks, and then we have our shark at the tip top as well. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. We're going to pause and play a little game called Food Fight. And so you can click on the link in the notebook, or it's here as well in the Schoology. So I'll show you quick what we got going on. Okay, so this game is a 2-person game if you want to, or you can play by yourself, and that's fine too. Once it loads. Okay, it doesn't matter which animal you choose, but you can just choose a couple different animals. It's kind of fun to do like an herbivore and then a carnivore, just to kind of give 2 different strategies here. I think just 14 turns is plenty. If you want to do more, that's fine. But it gives you all the ideas here of tips that you need. You're basically trying to score the most, and you get points for having more population. All right, and it will tell you that what eats what, and what eats prey, what is predator, what is prey. You might be one of those games where you just play it once, try to figure it out, and then try it again a second time for real. You know, kind of do a practice round. So I'll just run through a couple, see if that'll help you. So first off, we look at I click on leopard here. I move myself. And the leopard, it tells me what it eats here. So those 3 green cards are what it likes to eat. So I'm going to want to have one of these 3, but they need food as well. They're herbivores. So I'm going to put down a tree that all of them like. So I play the jackalberry tree, and there it goes. Now it's zebra's turn. Now zebra, it can eat that tree. So I can go ahead and get some points here by putting the zebra out there. And then it shows that it eats that, and its population goes up. All right, so I got some points for zebra. All right, it's over to leopard's turn now. So leopard, it can't eat the zebra, so we are going to put a different prey. I'll do the monkey. All right, it also eats the tree and actually made the zebra go extinct, so good defense play. All right, we're going to get some more zebra food here, so I'm going to put an acacia tree. All right, but it also is eaten by this monkey, so I'm going to add some more herbivores. That'll be eventually food for my leopard. All right, we need some more plants. I'm going to do this tree. You see our food web being built. Oh, there went those. All right. What other food does he want? How about we just add a baboon? All right. Zebra's turn now. He's going to get in the mix and just try to get some more points here. Nice. So you can see, you can just go ahead and keep playing with it, and eventually you want to screenshot a food web that you've built here. Okay? All right, so that goes here when you're screenshot, and then what did you learn while playing? Okay. So lastly then, we have our energy pyramid. It shows the transfer of heat, the loss of heat as you go up. Remember, all energy is coming from the sun. And as it passes through the food web, energy is lost as things just use it, right? But energy is transferred. And so the food fight game does a good job of showing that. So now your last task is to take the food fight pyramid, or food fight web, and turn that into a pyramid. All right, so you can just write the names of them. You don't need to have transfer the pictures down, but you'll put that here. And then there's 3 questions. So for you to think on, and we'll review these at the start of the hour tomorrow. If you have any issues, you can message me. Otherwise, we'll see you soon. Have a good day.